Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Hopcast. I just had to throw a pencil on my desk because I was writing stuff before we started. Either way, that's not really any point for anything anymore because now we're actually starting. I am joined by the Evening Owl and the NebelPanda.
Like usual.
Hi.
It's like we've done this before.
Yes, as usual. It
No,
is
really?
almost like we've done this before.
I thought it was
it's
the
almost
first
like we're like,
one.
how many episodes in?
There,
It feels like the 43rd episode, doesn't it?
Yay!
Wait, I think I slipped through something. Wait. Isn't it something we came up with like last week or something?
I think we might have actually.
Maybe.
Oh.
So dumb.
We
So
were just very
anyways.
quick.
Yeah, before the stream, you would just say you promote the Hopcast.
Yeah, I just quickly promoted the Hopcast because someone asked on Twitter, hey, by the way, do you guys have any podcasts and stuff? And post your links so that we can check them out. And I posted and just be like, yeah, tonight we got a bit of a Hopcast if you guys want to join. So maybe we'll get some visitors, which would be nice.
It would
But
be
if we
neat.
don't, it's fine. We're just here chilling anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, this podcast is not really about anything else. It's just us freaking chilling and just.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
just vibe.
yeah, sometimes we have very interesting stuff to say and report, but this time it's not much.
Well, it is
Time.
much. What are you
I mean,
saying,
yes.
Nebel?
I mean, it's
Nebel?
well, okay, it.
I mean, it's not much. It's just that an entire species of insect just went extinct.
Yeah, it is.
No big deal.
It is much in the sense
Nebel is approving
of the
genocide.
world.
I'm just saying. She said it.
I'm saying the
Based.
quantity of different news.
I
Like,
know, I'm
this is-
kidding.
The quality is intense, but
The quality is bad but good. You know, it's bad obviously because
it's
a
juicy.
species fucking got extinct.
Yeet.
The Xerxes blue butterfly.
I like how we were trying to keep this solemn, and then we just ended up memeing on it in the first 4 minutes.
That's just how we are.
It's super funny the way you said it, Nebel. I'm sorry. Sometimes we just, sometimes we just need to laugh about this kind of tragedies and everything, and just, yeah,
Laughter is an effective coping mechanism.
it really is.
Mhm.
Crab rave. Oh, the butterfly is gone.
Coke
Crab
party.
rave. Okay, no, let's not go that far. Anyway.
Xerxes blue butterfly is gone. Pog.
There's also some
Everybody
progress
type
on the.
Kappa in the chat.
There's also some progress on the Gato short. Like when
has
Rainy's
been
going to
progress on the Gato
school,
short,
progress
yes.
is gonna slow down, but
Which is understandable,
they-
yeah.
they're doing such great work. Just look at it.
They're incredible.
It is
Mm.
absolutely glorious work from her.
Lady.
Rainy's incredible, bro. It's just,
Absolutely
so much
fucking
work.
baby.
Meanwhile, me, I have a lot of tasks on Rabbit Saviors, and I have nothing done.
Then
Yeah.
do it, I guess.
Yeah, the main thing is
I
just
don't know
that.
what to say.
Yeah, I know. It's just right now I have like 4 commissions going on, and I also have like a thing to do before the end of August. And in September, I'm gonna finally come back to my studies in art. So, a lot of things going on, I'll be honest here. But I shall be back. I will be back, y'all.
Be back.
Eventually.
She'll be back.
Soon
Yeah.
you'll see.
There's the musical reference.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Don't forget
There
to
it
take out
be.
your bingo card.
Yeah.
If you have one. If you
I
don't,
hope you
then
do.
fuck you, I guess.
I mean, grab it from the Hopcast lounge, you know?
Yeah, but people were not
if
in
you're
the
on the
Hopcast.
server. If not, then
Well,
just
join the
join
server. Look into the description. You can find the links there. I'm sure. Yeah, right. Yep. You can find the official RS website. Damn it! I still have the PromoCon website in the description. Okay, I gotta. I gotta go remove that later.
That's an oof over there, man.
Don't worry about it. I mean, you can join PromoCon too. It's like, it's great.
I mean, yeah, it's still
You
gonna
can
have
join
the
PromoCon as
like
well.
winter, but sure.
I mean, you could talk about things.
Yeah, you can, but the server is back to being a little dead.
In places.
Yeah, it's. But yeah, it's just a place to promote things. But yeah, just do whatever you want, man.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, if we scroll down in
Yeah.
announcements further, there are these beautiful art pieces in memory of the butterfly, like with friggin' Istra.
Yeah, Easter egg. Oh my
By
god.
Sakharin, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's by it's by Silver Wolfie, the first one.
Oh, the first one is
First one's
Silver Wolfie.
yeah.
Oh, the second one
And
is
the
I
And
Am
then
a
the second one, I
Martha.
believe, is second.
Yeah, it's I Am
Oh,
the
right.
Martha. We did it.
Nice.
And it looks
Ah,
beautiful.
yeah.
Like
Ah,
it looks incredible, and
see.
I
Remember, kids, properly credit your artists, because I'm not loading fast enough to fact check. Oh, fuck.
well, that's why I'm here because I am also an artist, and I like that artists be credited like properly. Because I would like that for myself. Please credit my art. As if I say that as if I am popular enough to like have people actually steal my art. Like
I mean, you. What do I have to say?
I mean, the maximum I have like I have
Okay,
like
I think the
100
lag is done.
followers on like
Okay.
yeah I have 120 followers on like Artful. And 130 followers on YouTube. Oh my god, I'm a celebrity, mom!
I don't even have Artful, and YouTube is like, I think I got 1 subscriber from my last cover.
No.
Yay!
Why do you get
Hey,
so
that's
little?
more than I get.
I don't know, maybe I don't promote enough. I
I mean,
don't cater to the algorithm.
Yeah,
I get a lot of them get copyright claimed, you know, for a good old
yeah.
no monetization. It's not like I can
Yeah,
get
well, it's
monetization
fine.
yet anyway. I don't care.
It's just, yeah, personally, I don't do that, but it's just I had a real stroke of luck, and my news, like the family-friendly news game song cover just got extremely popular. Well, extremely for me, it means like 5,000 views or something like that. And man, it brings me new people every day, and I'm just, bro, why are you guys watching this? It's shit. I recorded that when I was like, say 16, 17, and I recorded that in 10 minutes. Why are you guys liking that? Like, man, I almost like, agree with people saying, "Oh my god, it's so bad. It makes me like it's as if I had like a saw in my ear or something." Real comment, by the way. And you know what? I almost wanted to
With
type,
the
yeah,
Jack voice and everything.
I feel that. Like, me too. I can't listen to myself sing like that. This sucks. Would have loved to do that,
I'm
but
pretty
it
sure
would
we
give
all
them
end up
more
thinking
training.
that after like a year passes, because we're just like, oh dear God, what the hell?
Yeah, it's just, oh man. Yeah, like, some people can be freaking rude, but yeah, I mean, that's the nature of like being a little bit popular, I guess, on YouTube or any platform really. You'll get haters at some point, and maybe you should celebrate the moment where you get your first hater or your first thumbs down, because it just means, hey, I'm popular enough for people to dislike my shit. I mean, I say that, but of course, when I first received this kind of thing, I felt freaking miserable, and I was like, why are people not liking my
As we all do.
things? Well, yeah, it's just it feels bad, but after some time, you just you cope with it until you get something different. Like, you get a different kind of criticism.
I think
and
the
then
main reason
you're
why
big to it.
it just hits you really bad is because you realize at that moment that you're not able to pump out garbage anymore. You actually have to worry about quality after that point. So anytime you get constructive criticism, you're like, oh dear God, what?
Yeah, though I'm not even talking about constructive criticism. I'm mostly talking about hate comments.
Or even somebody just typing bad and cringe.
Man, bad and cringe. Ugh. Man, it's a bit like, you go on Twitter and you follow an account that's like wholesome every day, and they post a wholesome thing, and you're like, aw, you scroll into the comments and it's like, not wholesome, I unfollow. Or not a W, unfollow.
Those people. It's always the people with sports profile pics.
Almost always. It's really funny, actually. But it's just, why? Or ratioed. Oh my god. You guys are the cringy ones. Oh my god. Thankfully, I haven't found anyone say
I like how a lot of
ratioed.
the times when it comes to posts where it's like on images, you've seen the images that make you feel pain.
Yeah.
Account, right?
Yeah.
A lot of the time, some of the not real pain plus ratio, a lot of those are drowned out by people saying, dude, shut the fuck up. And then they get ratio. And then the people who are trying to ratio get ratioed by images like a soy jack holding up a phone say, OMG, I posted ratio underneath an image because I don't have a phone. It's really harsh stuff, but...
I mean, aren't they right? I mean, they are right when they say that kind of thing. To be fair, it's just, man. Twitter is a hellscape. I only go there to go and comment D&D
I
stuff.
pursue you, Twitter.
And I post my art sometimes, and I think about it because I almost never think about it, but I should. Man. And yeah, and sometimes I also see good art on there. And by the way, I'm gonna do a complaint that's going to sound extremely weird out of context. But I don't like the fact that when you like a post, it is shown to everybody in your feed. Like people who follow you.
I hate that.
I don't like it. Because the thing is that I follow some artists and sometimes they post some not safe for work stuff. And I want to support them because they do really good stuff. But I can't freaking like their post because otherwise everyone will see it, and I don't want people to just have... Yeah, I don't want people to just, follow me and then find some porn in there on their feed, even if it's really tame, because usually I go with that. But I don't want people to just, be flashed with this kind of thing. So, and I don't really feel like making another account for this kind of thing. It's just, man, it's kind of useless. So, no, it's just frick. If I were
Owl, but just for NSFW.
Yeah, but that would imply that I draw on NSFW and that I post on there, but I don't. I don't draw not safe for work. Yet. Just
no. Oh, yet. Dawn, I just saw something.
Oh,
Techno Cinema's birthday is on Sunday.
Oh.
Yo,
Danny.
Danny. Okay, for you guys, you probably don't know, Danny is amazing and does beautiful music and did a lot of...
Or a composer. Not quite the composer yet. I still have my job.
Yeah, he did most of the themes for Rabbit Figures, for all the
for the individual characters, yeah.
And it sounds amazing. Yeah. Bro, I listened to the last Terracotta one.
Nebel and I are doing most of the OST in terms of actual background music.
Yeah.
And you guys are
as
great.
in not the character themes.
Bruh, I still
Thank you.
God, I still need to open back up the friggin' meeting min seed. It's just the last little bit. Liz gave me a little one part of the melody so I have something. So it shouldn't be that hard, but I don't know, man. I think I was burned out after my last cover from like composing. It was such a headache.
That's understandable. Man,
I wonder how
God, how
hard I'm
can you
gonna burn out
compose
when I
for
finish
orchestra?
Southampton, because like
Seriously, Hayden, that was like
I
kind of orchestral, and I lost my mind. Well, okay, it was the main thing was like, I guess you're doing original. I was
it
trying
was
to
more orchestration
transcribe.
than composition.
Yeah, I was trying to transcribe a song from my hearing that was filtered, kind of bad. You know, no original instrumental. There's just the thing where they filter out the voices and then it sounds kind of meh.
It just sounds really fuzzy, like you're
Yeah, at
drowning
points.
while listening to it.
Ugh. Annoying, but yeah. Somehow
Yeah.
worked. With help.
Honestly, I can't wait for the whole OST to be like, orchestral and everything, sounding like with actual instruments and stuff, so that
Ooh.
we can just have the whole thing, on the Rabbit Saviors channel.
Oh my god, Rabbit
And-
Saviors concert.
I was not thinking of the concert. I was more thinking, of pieces of OST, and this way I could put it maybe on my Spotify playlist. Because man, some of you guys' stuff is like so good. I just want it in the background or something when I'm doing something. It's just, for example, I think it was Good Morning, where I was like, bro, it's so chill. I like it. I just want it when I'm working. It's so great. And it's just this kind of stuff. Of course, Ron's theme is just, it's beautiful. Of course, I mean it's Ron.
Ron's theme. Isn't that just Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley?
Well, Ron doesn't.
Unfortunately not.
Well, so far Ron doesn't have an individual theme to himself, I'm sure.
No,
but
he
I
did
put
have-
his leitmotif in
Yeah, it's his
two
leitmotif.
things.
Yeah, it's his leitmotif.
But basically, I just made that cheesy romance music and used that as like, yep, that sounds like a leitmotif that I could use for the love interest of a show.
Yeah, and it sounds great because it sounds
So,
kind of
yeah.
dorky too. Like it sounds kind of dorky for Ron and stuff, so it's great. Man, it's just Ron, our beloved,
Ron,
Rono.
my beloved.
Rono. Oh gosh, it's just when I'll be done with like more commissions, like this is actually an actual promise. I swear, I will continue Baron. It's just, ugh.
Yeah.
I guess
Life.
it's been a very busy life. Very busy life. Yeah, my life was very busy, but
I
very
definitely
busy
hype
year.
for when we actually have the time to work on it, because like that's going to be amazing. We have so much planned for that.
Yeah, we do.
It's gonna be great. I've been hyping it up for way too long. I think we've all been hyping it up for way too long. Let's just eventually we're going to finish it.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Before we die.
I mean, even if it takes a lot of time, I mean, at some point it's gonna be out. Like, we're not gonna like give it up because
Keyword
we
there,
have
before we die, and I don't think either of us are going to die in the next 10 years, so we should be fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
And plus
as
after
you...
that, we'll
yeah.
have B after that. So, like I said, Baronta is a really good like
Beyond
try.
Earth's Evil webcomic.
Oh, Beyond Earth is evil.
Mhm.
Uh,
Like us with Barontai, I'm sure you could like go monochrome basically.
Yeah, I will. That's what I was
next
about to
chapter
say.
on. Yeah, that
I
will
was
make things so much easier.
Well, since I started like in color for Barontai, I'm gonna keep it up in color, but like I'm going to simplify the fuck out of it.
Ah.
Let me tell you, one shadow, boom.
Yeah, that's
One layer
totally
of shadow.
valid.
Yeah, because right now I'm at like 10 layers.
Yeah,
of
because like
shadows.
the art style on the first chapter thus far is absolutely insane. It's
Yeah,
like
though it doesn't look
it's
very
something
good 'cause-
towards like $30 commissions for every panel.
Yeah, but at the same time it's not very good because most of the time I'm rushing like crazy. I was rushing
Like,
a
oh
lot.
god, oh fuck, I have to finish this in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah,
Oh, it
I
was-
just
It was more like I have to finish it like, like in 2 days because like
In 3 days.
I just thought of something.
Yeah.
It could be interesting to have it like the regular seeds are, you know, a lot like very simplified, and then when it gets to the action or the rabbit saviors, it gets like more detailed, just a little.
Yeah, it was something that we had
Give it a
thought about
different
for,
vibe.
like to actually change the whole thing, like the whole style whenever it's like rapid saviors. Because I mean we already have Ron changing style and going into more JoJo style. Um, we decided to keep like for now to keep the rest in normal style. I guess because it's only
Mhm.
him
Then we
affecting stuff.
also, I think the one change that has actually remained consistent, or like the one idea we decided, yeah, we're keeping this from that initial planning of the style, was that, well, first off, Ron is the only character that actually appears to change art style in any sort of noticeable manner when he transforms. But on top of that, all of the onomatopoeia changes language,
Yeah, we
or
go
goes
and do
from
them all in
English
Japanese.
onomatopoeia to Japanese.
Yeah, which honestly, now that I think about it, maybe it wasn't a really wise choice to do it like right in the first, because maybe we should have waited until he discovers, the whole thing with Bobo, with Bobo's strange journey, and then he's like, oh, and
Oh
then we
yeah,
change the style, like, and we
that
change
is fair.
that would have been a bit better in my opinion, but I think we were just very eager to, have this Bobo moment,
Mhm.
Bobo
but
movement.
but it's fine. It's fine. Like I said, it's just a big experimentation, and we'll see how he goes and everything. And this way, I'll be more prepared for Beyond Others Evil because, like, right now, I've already learned a lot about comic making just from all of this. Like the fact
Mhm.
that I should really like plan out my panels way more in advance. I should use way more 3D, but do not use it as a, just like that because I'm rushing. Yeah, I should have a lot of pages in advance because holy crap. Uh, and of course, like have it probably monochrome, or if it has colors.
Frosty's doing the thing with like a asset library.
Yeah, and I need to make one too. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and using like dolls and stuff, kind of thing. Cause like what I'm probably going to do with Beyond of This Evil is that I'm going to make dolls of everyone. Dolls as in like they don't have a face or anything. It's just
Yeah.
a body type. But with their size
Models.
accurate.
Mhm.
So this way, every
Yeah.
single time I can play, I actually draw the characters. They have a consistent body type.
Except you'll just have to keep making Sawyer taller.
Yeah, Sawyer is gonna get taller and taller and taller.
He started out
So it's
so
just gonna be
small.
stretched across the vertical axis.
Ah,
He's
so
gonna not be so tall.
yeah, so after the time skip, compared to the start, he will have grown like, I don't know, 18 centimeters.
Oh my god.
He is
He's such
sprouting.
a boy.
Well, he's still small, but
Starts
he's
off as a little
growing.
baby man.
Yeah, he's still like 1 meter 36, but like or something like that.
Yeah, I think 33 is
Oh,
where
33.
KG
yeah.
is still the tallest in the
And
party,
he is
don't worry.
33. It sucks to be him. Yeah, I mean, he's cute. Just to think about the fact that he's gonna grow up to be like 1 meter 90 something, bro.
Yeah.
It's just cute, Yeah, I think I did find finally the ultimate design for like the face of Sawyer. Like it's still a little bit of baby face, but yeah, most of the features are sharper. Like he doesn't look like an absolute Chad, so unlike
I
Chad.
think like in that
You
one
got
drawing
checked.
I was like I think he'd still have like a bit of a rounder, cute baby face, but yeah, not too much.
Yeah, I think honestly the version I drew of him, in the marriage attire, was kind of like I think it's a good in between. Like yeah, baby face, but not too
Giga
much.
Chad Sawyer.
Not yet. Maybe in his 40s. Who knows? Oh god.
Oh god, I'd love to imagine the idea of of what all of our characters' DMing styles would be. Just like
God, that's some mental gymnastics. That's like
Very.
okay, in character.
I think Sawyer would be
DM.
the type who would be like, or he'd be the type who would actually unironically create a laser zombie Tarrasque, because he's like, that sounds cool.
I think he would be
He
the
would-
one to like
he would plan
forget
nothing.
ideas. I
He
think
would like, but like
Yeah.
someone would tell him, "Oh yeah, you should plan beforehand." He sits down. He tries to think. Nope. He just comes to.
brain empty.
Yeah. He
Oh.
just improvises everything. Hello, Gracia.
And hi, Gracia.
Heard y'all were talking about B.
Obviously,
Sure.
rain running. Always.
We're talking about
Anyways, Frosty told me to tell y'all that y'all look like yeah, that's it.
What?
Okay.
What?
You forgore?
No, I didn't forget. Like, I have it
right.
right in front of me.
I see the yeah. Hold on.
Where is it?
So
Let
it's
me-
literally okay. So Frosty literally just said
Okay, I
to
got
you,
it. I got it.
call them the.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Tell them that they look like
Oh my! What the heck, Frosty? That's
Frosty
the
just
most Frosty thing I've ever seen in my life.
Frosty moment.
Frosty moments.
It's a big Frosty
forgot.
moment. Oh man. Oh, Frubber. Oh man. We all love Frubber for this, you know? It's beautiful. Anyway, yeah, we were talking about B and the different DMing style of each character, like
Yep.
in universe. And I think that our very dear Sawyer would improvise the whole thing because, you know, he didn't plan anything.
He's
And
just gonna
he would-
sit there and ask, "Hey, what are you gonna do?"
Sawyer is
Let's
the
just
one
have
Twitter.
fun.
Sawyer's the one Twitter account that like always posts updates of D&D with a 4-year-old DM.
He did.
Oh.
Quite literally, actually. Man,
as in the DM is 4 years old, or
Yes.
Teehee.
beautiful.
awesome.
Honestly, that sounds great.
Anyway,
Wholesome content, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, it sounds great, but I think yeah, Sawyer would not respect the rules very well. Like it would just be,
He's
"Oh,
not
no, it's
reading
fine."
the rules. He's just like, "All right, what do we want to do?"
Improvising.
They're just gonna play pretend, essentially.
Exactly. It's very cute, and
adorable.
and basically also he makes a lot of mistakes when he does his story, but no one cares to tell him, hey, there's a plot hole here because you know, it's Sawyer.
It's a kid.
Intelligence 7.
Yeah, and I think that he's still going to be like that when he's
He
like
also
20.
doesn't-
Yes, I'm not gonna
The
put
thing
any
is,
points
like,
into
Sawyer
intelligence.
wants to run the campaign well, but at the same time, he doesn't like to read, so he doesn't want to look at the book.
Yeah, no, yeah,
The-
totally no. He's not.
campaign.
The rules are
He
for
won't.
losers, bro.
Like,
If you
hey,
don't
want to
have
run Rise
rules,
of Tiamat?
if you
Sure.
don't have if you don't-
Okay.
if you
Fight
don't
Tiamat.
have rules, if you don't have rules, you can't lose technically. So they're loser.
Yeah, as I
Oh,
said,
it's
it's just
not
gonna be
really-
pretend.
Yeah, it's cute. It's adorable, and
Okay,
yeah, like I said,
so-
he would continue to do that at 20. At 20, he would
What
still
is
sit
it-
around the table and be like that.
What is our Garchomp doing in the top lane?
That is
I
one
don't know,
question.
man.
So, how would KGB Hayden?
Meat grinder campaign.
Me what?
Just a meat grinder campaign. Is it like
Oh.
okay? So a meat grinder campaign is like 15 people playing a game of D&D with a bunch of character sheets, and the entire point is that it's supposed to be extremely hard, and everybody is, or a lot of
So
people
he's
are
running
going
the
to
Tomb
end
of
up
Oh,
Horrors.
Lich! Oh, that's just Lich.
basically. Not
So he's-
really, because Lich is PvP. Meat Grinder is just like throwing a Tarrasque at a party of 15 level 10s.
See
Dang,
what happens.
KGB.
Y'all wouldn't do that?
I mean,
Yeah, that sounds fun.
That doesn't sound
Maybe-
like fun at all.
Maybe like the one time. I mean,
What do you
we
mean?
read Tube of Horrors for like, you know,
Okay.
April
Yeah, but-
1st.
Y'all
while,
were
it's like
level
just-
20,
Yeah, but it wasn't
and
very
it was
our
for
funny.
characters
April
just-
Fool's Day.
The only
Yeah.
thing funny about it was just the fact that we all did a critical failure on perception at the beginning, and we never found the tomb.
Technically,
Technically, in the first timeline, we never found the Tomb of Horrors.
we were like, all right, roll perception. Nobody succeeds. We don't find the Tomb of Horrors.
Well,
That's
I said
it.
that everybody
There you
goes
go,
home.
she
We're
and
done.
gets back to go like that. That was
I
very
consider
funny.
that actually a better ending than what ended up happening, which was basically everybody either killed themselves or just walked out of the building.
Yeah.
Sick of this shit.
Yeah, it was funnier. It was better, and it lasted literally 2 minutes, and it was very funny.
It was funny.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that if we were running this with any actual person who was trying to run it, like not as a joke, then they would be pissed off because there was just no sense whatsoever.
Yeah,
it was fun though.
I think we would actually try to solve stuff, but you know, Tomb of Horrors is just not a very good dungeon in general. Like honestly,
Tomb of
never do
Horrors is
that.
just-
Yeah, never do it if you actually care about your characters. Like, don't do it if you have your character level 20 and you want one final campaign with them. Please don't make them do Tomb of Horrors. Just try to find a better one to run, you know? Or try to create your own final thing.
Tomb of Horrors is basically it was basically Gary Gygax saying "fuck you" to his players.
Kinda, yeah. It's just, yeah. I think it's just because people have very different points of views on what makes D&D fun. To him, it was probably having a bit of a chess game with his players, where he is the opponent and they are fighting together against him. Which honestly, I am very against that. I am of the idea that the DM works alongside the players and he's having fun with the
Yeah.
players, and not against the players.
Obviously.
Yeah, but some
It's a
people
game. Everyone's trying to have fun. That's the objective.
Yeah. And yeah, well, maybe later, maybe Nebel. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just this kind of thing, man. For example, my sense of fun in D&D is DMing, having a little bit of battle, and having a bit of epicness about it, and having interactions. Having player characters actually interacting together, and having them create connections, and just in the end having a tight-knit family, like a found family between the players, which we found very easily with B, because basically if you guys don't know, the criteria to enter the campaign was you need to be a good father figure to Sawyer.
I mean, so it's unofficially. It just kind of happened.
Unofficially, but
Pretty much everybody became a father figure,
And then there's
Everyone.
Zelda.
even the people that weren't.
and then there Ryze.
Yeah.
Zelda appeared for like 2 minutes,
It was a
and
cameo.
then Aaron had to leave.
Yeah.
It
Well,
was
it's
a cameo.
fine.
It's fine. It's
One
fine.
day.
Might
One day.
come back, might not. Who knows?
Yeah, Ryze appears a bit more, so that's nice.
Ryze has actually appeared a lot recently.
Yeah.
that's
because
great.
she
Since Luke and Faith now live together.
Yeah, now she's
Yeah.
doing quite a
they
lot.
cohabitate.
Yeah.
And of
They-
course, we have. Now we know that Ryze is apparently a smut connoisseur.
Yup. And they exchange things with Adminos, and it's very funny.
And Zervek is
eh.
terrified.
Yeah, that just
So
reminds me.
am I.
Okay, so I was just thinking, for Adminos type as DM, I think he would probably be so nerdy with all the numbers and would be a real rule lawyer.
Yep.
Like, nope, you gotta do as the book says. The book is always right.
You have
Sawyer.
to use your bonus action after your action.
Exactly, he would do that. It's
Oh, thanks for
wicked.
reminding me. Oh, sure, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah, though
Oh
we
my
don't really
God.
respect
It's
this a
literally
lot.
that one
You get-
video
you-
where it's like when the rules lawyer finally gets to DM,
Mm.
and
It's-
so it must
And then
be,
you like
so it is.
Yeah.
You give it Menos
Literally fucking
some
prepared.
homebrew, and he's just like, okay, I'm gonna look over this for a month and see if this is like balanced. I'm gonna check
No,
Maybe that you
everything.
join like
He wouldn't take a month. He would take like about a week and just
Yeah.
pull up some all-nighters and something like that. And when
Yeah.
he tells you he's going to write you a homebrew universe, bro, he means it. He's gonna
I just
literally
want to
as in like
write the whole thing.
universe.
I just want to point out this this Pokemon Unite game. So like a minute left, we were told that we were really struggling. And then we killed Zapdos and won.
Alright.
Cool.
Dang.
So if you're out there and you play Pokemon Unite, never surrender. You can always come back.
Okay.
That's very
I don't know
inspiring.
if anybody watching that plays Pokemon Unite, but I suppose.
And you know what? Even if you don't play Pokemon Unite, you know what? You can bounce back from whatever.
Yeah.
You got this.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Love you all.
Anyways, I ordered a pizza. It's almost here, so that's
Ayo.
nice.
Nice.
Ew.
Man, that
Hey,
makes
the pizza here.
Ew, the pizza here.
Meanwhile, I
I
Grace,
you in the
please
nearest
do not
forest.
fall down the stair. Your ears will burn.
I'm not locking myself out this time though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try not to do that.
Yeah, maybe not.
I locked myself out of the apartment earlier.
How?
Because I forgot the key to get back into the big building.
Mhm.
I had to knock on one of the windows and ask the neighbor to let me in.
Let me in! Let me in!
Same head.
Yep. Oh! Does that mean?
Oh.
Oh! Are we
Oh.
going back?
Yo,
Oh.
We're finally going back. We saved had it
Yeah.
on stream.
Go back to monkey.
We're returning
live and
to the happening.
The hat.
Okay, where is it? Where is it? The
Little
evening hour.
Go in.
Bro.
Got it. It's me. I'm back.
It's you.
Okay, so
Boom.
basically,
We back.
the way we are going to find the ratio is
Ratio?
What are you talking about?
Jeremiah. I don't know. My brain went to that one vine where it's like, Jeremiah, another peep out of you, and you're out of the class. Okay, fine.
Doggo.
Dog.
Okay.
Aww. Dog.
This isn't my dog.
Aww.
Well, it's still a
I think we
doggo.
know that, but
It's
Dog.
still a doggo.
Doggo.
Pet,
a
pet, pet, pet,
beast.
pet, 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 pet.
Special appearance
You
from
wanna know the most-
some random dog outside.
you want to know the most cursed thing that I've ever seen in my entire life?
Oh
What?
my god, I'm scared.
KG with normal eyes.
You mean like not heterochromia?
Yeah. The
Oh,
only thing
I
more cursed
think-
than that is KG without long hair.
Are you
And
sure? I mean,
Weren't you saying that you were going to cut his hair actually?
there's
At
this.
one point, but then I was like, oh god, you. I mean, yeah,
Ew.
but it's more
I mean-
funny than.
You can do a bit like
Terrible.
Adminos, have it like
Horrific.
bun or something. Oh my god, I'm just imagining. You do know that. You remember that as an Archdevil, he has his hair extremely long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my god, imagine the hairstyles that Cherish is gonna do with that.
Dude, Ayat Menos Arc Devil form, but he has a bob cut.
No, that would mean that he has my cut. That's cursed.
Rejected, Betos returned to Owl.
Anyways, guys, I have a confession to make. I'm
Yeah.
homophobic. I hate Homo sapiens.
True.
Man.
That's
Clip
fair.
it. Time to get canceled on the Twitter.com.
Yeah.
Cancered.
Cancered.
Let's go.
Cancered.
Canceled.
Cancered.
Cancered.
I mean, Twitter is cancer, though. Not gonna lie.
It really is.
I mean, except for the corner that
for that-
half of my feed is in, where it's just baby animals.
Yeah, and
That's
also
the only non-cancer spot.
Yeah, the
out
D&D
of, like-
card is also really nice, unless you go and scroll and people are like, well, actually, like I saw a post.
Actually,
Okay, basically what I saw is that a post, that was it was a comic that was basically talking about the way that Nat 20s, instant success and everything, and it was a guy basically flirting with the ladies and throwing his
hey ladies, care to join me for a dance?
yeah, this
You
one.
buddy rolled a natural 20.
I'll be right back. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, but it was a parody of this comic where basically they changed it, and one of the last panel was actually having a nat 20 doesn't mean that you always succeed, and your players need to know that. And I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, it just means that when you have a natural 20, you should have the best possible result. And I wouldn't say that the best possible result is them just instantly sleeping with him. No, it's just, they accept to go for a dance with you. Like, one of them accepted.
For me, a nat 20 is just like a success plus. Like,
Yeah,
you either get something extra or you succeed spectacularly.
Yeah, exactly.
And with the nat 1, it's the opposite,
Yeah, they literally just punch you in the face or something.
basically
Or they
just
call security or something with nat 1. Because, like, you look like, you were very ridiculous. And
Oh, I remember one where I've got to find the post. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm just
But
gonna finish.
basically,
Yeah, sorry.
it's saved on my computer as Ultra Bard, I think.
Dang. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish with that. Is basically I was scrolling a bit more, and in the comments there was actually one person being like, "Well, technically speaking, a natural 20 is only available in combat in the rule book." And we're like, bro, it's just a homebrew rule that everybody uses these days. That nat 20 works for abilities.
I mean, nat 20s are so cool.
Because
Nat
you
20
do
It's
funny
the
ones.
rule of cool. Do what you
Yeah.
want and have fun.
Exactly. And then you have another person who was like, well, I do follow the rules of Nat 20 and everything, but I would never allow for a player to roll to seduce an NPC. And it's, if someone does that on my table, they're out. And that's when I realized, man, I would be
mean-
out a lot because, bro, I'm trying to seduce every single BPEG in existence.
I mean,
Yeah, that
if
is
you
kinda
don't
like
want to have...
Owl's main way of playing bards.
I mean, okay, some people don't want to deal with romance in
Yeah, that's
their
just-
games, which
Sorry,
is
the pizza got here.
honestly fair. The pizza here.
Ew, the pizza here.
Ew, the pizza here.
It's fair if you don't like romance and stuff. It's just like it doesn't have to go. Like you just give your your boundaries and everything. It's just the fact that this person was literally banning that romance, literally any kind of seducing or anything, that it was creepy and everything, that no one should be doing it, and it's just
Oh, are we still talking about the comic?
yeah.
Where it's like,
Kind of.
yeah, no, a nat 20 doesn't always mean you
Oh,
succeed.
yeah.
We're just not going to call the cops
I
on you
think
now.
we expanded on that, yeah, I
Yeah.
think,
we
yeah.
didn't on that. We said that there was this.
My
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
my take on that is I just wouldn't have let it happen. But also, like, I don't see the point in not letting them roll. Or I don't see the point in letting them roll if they're not going to succeed anyways.
Yeah, you don't.
Mhm.
make
Like,
it
I understand why people make it that way, but personally, like, if I'm not going to succeed, I would rather not waste my time with the roll.
Yeah, totally. 'Cause,
But
like,
I can
otherwise-
understand other people's points on this.
Yeah, though I didn't really like the whole thing where they were like, yeah, well, if they're not into you, they're not into you. Like, no means no. And bro, you are defending the rights of characters, like female characters that exist in your head.
I mean,
Think about
they
it
do
for a
have rights.
second.
Based. Like,
I'm
That sounds pretty based, actually.
I don't know, man. It's just
Okay, but yeah, I found the post. And would you like me to indulge you in the story of the Super Bard?
oh god, go ahead.
So
The
once
hot pizza.
a bard friend rolled a natural 1 for seduction and ended up
Oh.
killing a girl and tried to hide the body. He was caught and rolled low on deception, and they all thought that he was fucking her corpse. He then tried seducing the guards and rolled low again. So all the guards had boners while arresting him, and the DM had to sideline the entire game to make up a dungeon for the rest of us to get our stupid bard out of. But we didn't. So for like 3 nights, the DM essentially ran 2 games. One of us questing without old corpse fucker, and then the adventures of corpse fucker escape from Boner Castle. He seduced his way out naturally. True bard. And then at the bottom, they have somebody reposting, I fucked my way into this mess, and I'll fuck my way out. God.
Nice.
Tiger fucker.
Yay!
Tiger fucker,
No!
tiger fucker.
I did not fuck a tiger. One was sicked upon me. Mean.
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 And it
Oh,
grabbed a hold of my Woody. Tiger fucker, tiger fucker.
That's
No,
right. Give
my
Ahmed this
Woody.
tiger, and no one gets hurt. Man, this musical.
Now his arm's fucked up, and now he can't come to cowboy camp with me.
This part, fuck.
That's still like the best line of that entire musical.
No. To me, the best line is, "Am I not a thing of beauty? Don't you want a piece of this? Wouldn't you happily give up all of your worthy possessions just to greet me when I come home from a one-sided massacre and bathe my sweaty, bloody body with your tongue?" That's my favorite one.
Ah, because it's very
That's-
horny.
No, it's just very funny.
Bard moment.
On scars of bloody wars, wipe the floors with my furs, but no one remembers Ahmed.
God, how much hydration can a person need? Bruh.
All of it.
A lot.
Unless you're like
I'm going to
in a
evolve
Todd Hooper in a Tom Hooper movie, then you don't need any hydration.
Yes. Then you don't need any for at least 36 hours before you shoot. God.
Yeah, of course, and you shoot
I'm
for like
never
12
gonna get over
hours.
that.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
basically 2 days without water, and you just surprisingly don't lose your voice.
Okay.
Somehow.
So we started talking about StarKid, right?
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
I just want to say, like, not to change the subject, but also changing the subject. I'm so sorry, but recently I watched The Trail to Oregon, and comparatively, I'd say it's probably the worst musical that I've seen, and it was still
Oh.
funny.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I think it's because you haven't seen a lot of musical. Because man, if you've seen like some of the shit I've seen in my life,
There are some
Mhm.
really, really god awful ones. 'Cause, like,
Like-
Trail to Oregon is actually somewhat entertaining because it's like the earlier time of Star Kid, or like
Yeah.
early Jeff Blim era Star Kid. I
It's-
suppose would be the proper term.
It's yeah, no, I'm pretty sure this is actually the 5th one I've seen.
yeah, that explains. I've watched about like 25 musicals, which is not a whole lot, but yeah, I have watched 25. And right now, like I said, I have like 3 or 4 musicals I consider to be not very good and stuff. I actually have my tier list open for
And then
whatever
this
reason.
one, you're just like, oh god, it's shit.
Oh yeah, just honestly in May
Just-
category,
just
I
fun.
put like Dear Evan Hansen, Ethers, and In Trousers. I need to rewatch In Trousers to like give it a chance again, to be honest. Because it's like the
And
prequel to
Trousers
Fausto.
was
It's an experience.
yeah.
It's
It was the
it's
first one in the
something.
Marvin trilogy. They were kind of like, wow, this is awful. And then they followed it up with 2 more musicals, and they're like, wow, this is actually pretty good. Hold on.
Yeah, Falsetto is Falsetto is a masterpiece, but In Trousers doesn't live up to it. Ethers, I think it's like kind of meh. I'm gonna get hate for that. it's it's just I prefer the movie, guys. I watched the musical first. And I really didn't like it. I don't really like the portrayal of the characters. The music is all really good though, and I like the aesthetic, but really the rest really lacks. And Dear Evan Hansen, I think it's pretty meh, even though I used to be a fan of it. It's like the music's also kind of
I
nice, but I don't like the plot line.
I'm going to say I think my ranking would be Twisted is easily number one.
Mm.
Um, then it would probably go Black Friday, the guy who didn't like musicals, Hamilton, and then The Trail to Oregon.
Yeah, makes sense.
My main issues with Hamilton, like Hamilton would have been much higher, but the main issues that I have with it are one, I don't like how most musicals are just one really big song separated into different songs. Like
Mm.
I like Star Kid where it's like, okay, here's a scene with acting and they're just
Okay,
talking, and then
so
here's a song.
basically you don't like sang through musicals.
Yeah,
Oh
I
damn!
I
Can you
don't like.
correct
Oh
What?
yeah, but
Yeah.
then like also it's just all the stuff with the sisters. I
Oh,
absolutely
yeah.
hated.
Yeah, this
Like
part I
and
think was added for drama value, I think.
it was added to teach more so about Hamilton's downfall. My issue is like not to not to be misogynistic, but anytime there's a woman on screen,
Oh my god,
like
no,
Anytime
that's
there's a-
so
it sounds
terrible.
Crazy just
it sounds so bad, but also like the plot
Crazy
line with
just
the
enters a
sisters
blind
and the
rage
cheating,
whenever
I
he
just God, I hated it. And those are the only times
whenever
where
she
there's
sees a
women on
female on
screen.
screen.
I mean, I don't
Cringe.
think I care
She
much
just enters a
about.
blind rage.
I don't think I cared much about their plot lines either, but I do like their songs.
Mm.
I knew them before I even watched the music, and I was like, it's a
Yeah.
good song. Yeah.
Honestly, I
I'm
like
gonna
their
be
songs.
honest here. I've got a really big hot take, but I'm not a really big fan of Satisfied. Like a lot of people think that it's like one of the best songs on Broadway, but at the
I
same
really
time, I'm
like
like,
it.
I
don't
wasn't
really
it
like
there.
doesn't really
Satisfied.
hit. It doesn't
Don't
really
worry.
hit any feels for me in any way. I
Yeah,
guess
me
mainly the
neither.
reason why is because I'm comparing it to how Lin-Manuel Miranda originally conceived it. And the way he described it, it was that he was trying to out-Eponine Eponine, referring to, like, you know, one of the actual best songs ever written on Broadway, On My Own, from Les Miserables. And he was just like, yeah, I'm going to try to do that, but better. But there was one problem. We knew Eponine a lot more once On My Own came along than we knew Angelica in Hamilton when Satisfied came along. So,
Mm.
from the very beginning, from a narrative perspective, there was going to be more likely of reason to empathize with Eponine than there was Angelica.
Yeah. I got
And
introduced
then
to
there's just a
this.
bunch of other smaller reasons.
Yeah, I think I got
but-
introduced to the song through like an animatic of I think it was like Sadder Sides. It was like very nice.
I
That's
saw a
it.
cover of
Yeah.
it, and that was it.
The Room Where It Happens and One Last Time are such incredible bangers.
Man,
It's
I need to
actually
watch
not
Hamilton.
fair.
Like, I actually need to watch Hamilton because it's on my list of stuff to watch, but
I would,
Well,
time for it.
I'll
it's on
just
Disney
say,
Plus.
I'll just
Yeah, but I
say,
don't have it. Yeah.
I don't think like I barely like kept up with the plot because I have no idea about American history and politics. So I mean, it was still
okay.
enjoyable, but I really didn't care about that part. I have no idea.
Yeah, I actually like didn't know much about Hamilton other than he made like banks and stuff, and that was only because people were talking about this musical.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, like
Dude,
I
the
didn't know
nicest
who
stuff.
Hamilton really was. Like I knew George Washington, first president, Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration, all that jazz.
John Adams doesn't show up in the musical.
Though it does feel extremely weird. Like I'll be honest here, it feels very, very weird to have people in the fandom, like actually like ship characters and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
Because like
that's
like like I mean, like it's like I mean it's understandable. However, whenever I read, hey, I'm shipping like this character and this character, I'm just like, bro, this
There's
feels so
also that
weird.
whole ordeal with the Miku binder Thomas Jefferson.
Okay, we're not talking about this, okay?
What?
Okay.
We're not
Uh,
talking about
You don't
this.
want to know.
I think I don't.
Yeah, you don't.
I am
It-
going to
We
say
don't talk about.
there's like one good Skylar sister slash female character in the entire thing, and of course it's Peggy, because she only has like
Doesn't
one
she?
line that she repeats multiple times in the entire musical, and
And
it's
Peggy.
just and Peggy.
And then
So
she dies.
basically, you like women when they're silent.
Damn.
Noted.
Oh no.
Hey, listen. You think misogyny? Hey, listen. You think misogyny is funny? Replace that with female comedians. Not so funny now, is it?
Oh my!
No, it's not.
You're a female comedian, though. Oh my God.
Grace is like the only funny female comedian.
I saw that I saw a tweet that was like old Kaya Kolinsky tweets, and that was one of them. And it took me so long to get the joke.
I don't think I get it.
I know.
It's
Because
really
female
The
comedians
joke
not
is
so
that
funny.
if
yeah. Female comedians are not funny. That's the joke. Because women are not funny. Funny, you know.
Bruh, what the frick?
Yeah, it's a
Look,
stereotype.
That's
like
me.
misogynist
You
because-
to watch Amy
This is the
Schumer,
actually funny
you would
humor that
lose
you'll
your
get
faith.
canceled for.
Yeah.
Like hot take. This is comedy.
It is comedy. It's peak comedy. I love it. It's dark humor, and it's great.
The funniest part was, it was a screenshot, and the screenshot had 0 likes and 1 retweet. But it was apparently before Twitter separated retweets and quote tweets.
Oh dang!
So basically, he tweeted it. Everybody was like, or that one person was like, "Dude, that's not funny."
Ratio.
It's like,
It was pretty funny though.
It's very funny. I find it pretty funny. It's
I do not get it, so I don't see the humor in it. I mean, I guess.
The joke is like, oh, misogyny isn't funny. Well, neither are female comedians.
All right.
yeah, yeah. That's the joke, and the
It's-
fact that it's ironic because it's misogyny.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
every type of
There's
humor is
nuance,
ironic
yeah.
if you make it.
Isn't it ironic? IRONIC.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the dude is actually like a big advocate for like women. So
Oh
well,
yeah.
I don't know if he is, but I'm pretty sure he's left
Probably.
leaning.
It's just a
Far,
joke. and,
far enough left.
like jokes don't mean anything in this kind of
Mhm.
thing. It's just like jokes. People just
Jokes
need to
are
learn.
never.
When you
representation
see a
of somebody's
joke, you have to take into account who's making the joke.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if my dad were to make the joke, like I feel like there's some issues that would be said there. But like if I were to make the joke, or if I were to like go on Twitter and see like I don't know, Dylan Burns make the joke, like I understand like, oh, okay, like this was not made with any malice or like ill intention. This was just made because this is what we think is funny and it's going to cause a massive storm on Twitter.
Yeah, it's just
Honestly,
That's
I
why
love when there's a massive storm on Twitter because that's like every other day.
personally
and then
I
I
don't like
hate
doing it. I don't
Because
personally.
people take something too
you.
seriously.
For you,
Yeah.
the day the great bison graced your Twitter feed was the most important day of your life. But for me,
Sorry, Bison.
it was Tuesday.
Oh my god.
Who's
Yeah,
dead?
hang on,
Personally,
I remember
It
that.
just
That was
make-
2 days ago.
I just make this
Wait, no,
kind of
that's 3
joke.
days ago. What the fuck?
I just make
There
this kind of
is-
joke like just whenever I'm with close friends that know that I'm joking
Mm-hmm.
because otherwise I
There is
don't
no
want my
way.
to be other. Yeah.
I need to. Is my phone at 16? Okay.
There is no way a shrimp
the
fried
charger.
this rice.
Let's
It's
say,
just-
hypothetically, that a shrimp fried this rice.
Objection?
There's no way that it
Mhm.
doesn't exist. Where's Street Fighter the musical?
Hold on.
Man.
Hmm.
It just yeah.
For some reason, you speaking in a Ben Shapiro voice went to Ruin's recording that one meme I sent a while back of this image. If it'll send, please.
Oh my god.
Thank
you. It's real.
I do not care about
Street-
music theory. I only care
Street
about
Fighter-
music facts.
Street Fighter High, the musical, is a live-action short fan film based on Capcom's popular fighting game series Street Fighter.
Well, there's a musical for
I mean,
anything.
Well, there,
It's
yeah.
on YouTube.
Watch it.
Can't wait until Be the Musical comes out.
Hey,
I
remember
wouldn't know.
involved or
Remember
aware.
the Hopcast musical?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
we
thing
never
is
got to
annoying.
finishing that.
We
because
hadn't
never
even
started.
started.
through everything, and then we were just like, nah.
Well, it's just that.
Hear me out.
One day.
Instead of Be the Musical or SOA the Musical, Moral Arcadia is shorter, takes place in the same sort of another time universe. Moral Arcadia?
You know what?
Musical Arcadia?
You know what? The Sword of Arcadia, the Discord server, the musical. Boom.
Oh god, that's just gonna be a shit show for 2.5 hours. Of like 7 people on stage.
One of the musical numbers is just the ass bastard chat.
Yes!
It's the Casey
Okay.
fanboy debate!
Okay. Hear me out. Hopcast musical, but actually.
Yes.
So
So we do.
but like here's my pitch. There's like a little panel on the side of the stage with you three sitting there. And then like there are other actors like about to perform. And the entire musical is just you guys talking about a plot and then the actors having to act it out. Well, like you guys are making it up as you go, or at least like making it seem like you are.
Oh, it's a bit like this improvisation musical like that I almost saw because then I lost the link for it.
Are you talking about title of show?
No, I don't think that's it.
Title of okay, but yeah, title of show was a musical where it was like 4 people on stage writing a musical about 4 people writing a musical. It was like a very weird second layer of reality broken, I think. Or at least like
If you have
second
a
layer
link,
of irony.
Send me this.
Basically, yeah, it's insane.
This
I only
sounds
know
very
about it from a
dumb.
basic synopsis.
Okay. Because
Yeah,
like
it was
this
literally
sounds
just 4
based.
people on stage, just writing a musical or it was 4 people who wrote a musical about 4 people writing a musical about 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
I
Hmm.
think was
Meta.
how it went. It is very meta. It is disturbingly so.
Yeah. Oh man. It just I want to watch more musicals and okay, basically so I might have after rewatching Cats, I might have rewatched a little bit of Cinderella 2002.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Listen. Yeah, basically
When
I
you-
introduced Punch to it by doing a beautiful synopsis. And
When you say you rewatch Cats, you mean the good one or the new one?
the
The
good
good one,
one,
yes.
of course not.
1998.
Of course, I would never, ever subject myself to the 2019 version. I tried.
I don't know.
I
Winter
died.
PromoCon's coming up, and I've suggested a movie, but just saying.
No.
Wait.
No, I don't want to watch Cats 2019.
No.
I
We're
don't
not
wanna
hosting
watch
that.
Tom
If we
Cruise
watch
movies.
Cats, we watch the 1998 version. I will. 2019 version doesn't exist to me.
Is it-
It's dead.
Is it free? And do you have a link, by the way?
It is free. Well, I have a
We
link.
have
but
it
it's like-
downloaded. Both of us do.
Yeah, I have
Whereas
it. I can
have
send it to
downloaded
you
on
in
my
DM.
computer.
Oh,
Please
I
do.
don't have it downloaded, but I have it on Dailymotion. I can send it. Don't do pirating, kids.
Don't do pirating, kids.
Yes, do
Except if
pirating.
you're
And if
us.
you are, make
I
sure
don't
that you have
fucking-
a sale.
I don't care. Do it. It's so much easier. I don't give a fuck. I'm a pirate, I admit it.
I mean, I am also, but like, yeah. Yeah, I
And,
just
uh,
sent
if
it to
you're-
you.
Two
Kids, if you're gonna
seas.
be a pirate, don't
Yep.
drink rum.
Yeah.
By the way, the link I sent to you,
From the
their
statues
channel
system.
actually has a lot of pro shots of musicals, so just go wild. Watch
Oh,
them.
nice.
Oh yeah. Also,
I've
you know
been
who's
meaning to watch Waitress.
I don't think they have Waitress, but they do have Ethers and this kind of thing. They also have another
Ooh.
version of Wicked.
I
They
don't think
have
there is a Waitress pro
Fame.
shot.
What?
I don't know if they have a Hadestown pro shot either.
I don't think they
Probably
have
not.
yet, but
Yeah, no,
they
because
do.
I know,
Yeah.
like those are two on my list. Is Hadestown and Waitress.
Yeah, they do have Fame. They do have. Wait, I'm gonna tell you what they have because actually, I kind of know that. They have Miss Saigon. What do they have?
Saigon's pretty good.
Saigon is pretty good, yeah. They actually have a really good recording of it, so that's cool. I'm pretty sure they have the Fiddler on the Roof.
Oh, for Fiddler, I actually just watched the movie. It was actually really good because back in the 70s, they actually cared about movie musicals and tried
I
to
know,
make them
right?
good.
Yeah, James and the Giant Peach. They have Shrek the Musical on there actually, so that's noise. I'm hoping they have the producers on stage, but worst case scenario, I'm just gonna watch the movie musical.
The movie is literally just the musical.
Yeah, true. It really is.
No, it literally is the musical, just with film quality.
Oh, you know what?
Nice.
No, they probably don't.
Same
Well,
pauses and everything.
Well, you'll be able to see the actual catalog that they have, like you know,
So,
like you said on the thing. But
this
yeah,
is-
let's not talk about pirating.
Well, okay, this is semi on topic because it's still about musicals. But
Okay.
So The Greatest Showman, right?
Hmm?
Like the Greatest Showman, right? Good movie,
Yeah.
right? We all agree. Fun to
I
watch.
I
haven't
haven't direct. Yeah,
I
me
don't really
neither.
have a strong opinion because I only watched
Okay.
like 30 minutes of it and I was not focusing on it at all.
I mean, the most I've
That was
watched of it
before I
was
was
like
actually a
a
fan of music.
cinema therapy episode about it.
Well, soundtrack is a bop, so I'd get on that eventually. But hey,
It
anyways,
actually has Hugh Jackman not depriving himself of water.
but anyways, like we have like these musical movies, like The Greatest Showman, Les Mis. I think Les Mis is a stage play though, but like
Yeah, Les
Mhm.
Mis
All
started off
these-
as a musical.
all of these that like most people know about, like the musicals, but are they were they ever stage plays before that?
Oh, The Greatest Showman
Most
is
of
not
them, I'm
originally
sure.
a movie. Or it was originally a movie, but Les Mis,
Okay.
Cats, Sweeney Todd,
Well, I
Fiddler,
know Sweeney
Sound of
Todd.
Music. Those all are originally stage plays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are some
Okay.
that are originally movies. Like, for example, I believe one of them is High Society, is like a very commonly stated good one.
All of the Disney
There's
things are
also-
like originally
course.
movies
Yeah, all
and
the
then
Disney
get
are original,
musicals.
yeah.
And then they were adapted into stage plays. That's
Yeah.
like
Cinderella, as in the Rodgers and Hammerstein one, was actually originally a TV special. So that's
Ooh.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
nice. Yeah,
And I
Oh,
believe
oh
that
my
there was
God.
also The Wizard of Oz is technically also in that category.
Bro, there's
Yeah.
thunder outside.
ooh, noise.
Cool.
Yeah, personally, like, I almost always prefer to go for the movie version just because it's way more accessible than finding, a pro shot. Because,
Mhm.
yeah, basically before I was watching a lot of bootlegs because I do not live near, I do not live in the US. So I can't really afford going there with a plane for like $500 and go and see a play. So I have
Well,
to.
Oh
see,
my god, that's
recording.
an idea.
I-
If we ever do get to visit the US, we
Mm.
can go see a musical IRL.
Yes.
Oh my
Okay, so-
god.
Okay.
You want to know a
So-
fun fact?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Every musical has a pro shot. It's just a matter of whether they're publicly distributed.
Mm-hmm.
True. It depends on you have to find technically like which.
Because they
Which
have all been
movie is-
recorded, but most of them are being locked away for archival purposes.
So, here's my hot take. I don't think the musical would be as enjoyable in person.
Maybe.
I think that there are certain shots that really enhance a musical's flavor that you wouldn't be able to get if you were actually there in person. For example.
Kind
For
of.
example, Hamilton, right? Aaron Burr's like descent into like, oh, like, oh, I'm going to struggle because Hamilton's still alive.
Well, okay, what I'm gonna say is that you can't really compare, in person and recorded because it's totally two different experiences.
Yeah.
Because I've been to a few plays. I haven't been to a musical, but I've been to a few plays. And in general, when it's recorded, first of all, it's always the same thing. But also, the different shots and everything. But you're technically, unless you're watching it with some friends, you're kind of experiencing it alone,
Mm.
And the thing that makes it the beauty of theater is that it's living, so that if you watch one representation and then the next, it's gonna be so different with different, like, maybe the actors are gonna say something different, or they're gonna act something differently and everything. I know that when I was playing on stage, one night I wasn't doing very well, but then the next it was absolutely phenomenal. Uh,
Mm.
and
Yeah, it's a matter of delivery. Sometimes,
yeah,
because like even on Broadway, there are going to be a lot of people who, after finishing a performance, evaluate how they did it, think what they did best, and then what they can improve on. And
yeah,
then
exactly.
the next time they go in, which could either be
The next night
tomorrow or literally just that night because matinee performances.
yeah,
But yeah, the general thing is a lot of people, whenever they get done with a show, whenever they return, they think, or whenever they get done, they think, what can I improve on? And then from there, decide how they want to change the delivery of a line.
And
Yeah,
yeah, with
exactly.
In
each
that
thing,
moment.
there's like a chance of something unexpected happening, and then you just kind of
Yeah.
have to
Yeah,
sweep
like-
it under the rug. That's always the funniest part in like theater, when you like have
Yeah,
to
like,
pretend that everything is planned, but nothing, but something happened that
goes-
wasn't planned.
Oh,
I love
it's-
that
The
part.
musicals are just Dungeons and Dragons.
It's kind of like
Kinda.
that, yeah.
Well,
Except that
like,
there's an
I
actual
think one of my
script.
favorite tales is this one time when somebody was doing a performance of Les Miserables. They had this idea where they're like, "Oh yeah, the plan is that we're keeping this idea from the book where the ABC Cafe is actually underground. So you're gonna run down these stairs on the stage." So he did, but he trips and falls, essentially rolling a nat 1 on dexterity.
Yeah.
I think?
Probably.
Just trips and falls. Blood is dripping from his head. And then
oh,
the person who's playing an Olras is just like, "Marius, what's wrong? Marius, you're late. What's wrong today?" And then he just had to act as blood was slowly dripping down his face as if nothing happened.
Nice.
that's
That's
a
the glory of
dedication.
musical theater.
Yeah.
Gosh
I
darn
You
it.
gotta stay in
100
character.
I 100% get the like the want to go to a musical like in person. There is no better feeling than seeing something in person. I was at I was at Dungeons. No, I was at a drum corps show, and best experience of my life. Wouldn't take it back for the world. But also, with musicals where facial expressions are so important sometimes, I feel like at certain points you're not really going to be able to see things so up close compared to with a camera. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
like,
I would
to
say
go
the
back
most
to my
important
example
thing
of-
is, the music.
Yeah, I think it's
Really.
about the
Dude.
it's the emotion kind of.
I
Like,
mean,
I
the
was pretty
faces help, but
yeah, basically, I remember that when I was like watching the last play I saw, it was called Actress. I do remember it. It was, oh my god, it was so emotional, and I was actually, I was thankfully right in front of the stage, but I was, on a balcony, so I was able to see it, but not as up close as I would have liked. But still, you see pretty well. I'll be honest here, you see pretty well what is going on, unless you're really at the back.
And yeah, if
and-
there's an issue there, then the people just have to try and emote more so with their voice and their bodies, and
Yeah,
not
and-
so much with their face.
And I do remember
Well-
that there was this whole thing where it just, man, the emotions I just felt, even though I would not see like super well the emotions, like the the emotion on their face, it still worked, it still worked really well. And I know how you feel, because I mean, I also prefer like recorded stuff in general, but if I have the choice between the recorded stuff and going to a show, I go to the show.
Yeah, no, absolutely, I get it. Like in my, if you'll allow me my example again, the election of 1800, where it's Burr versus Jefferson, Hamilton's voice in the background. Jefferson has my vote. And it zooms in on Aaron Burr. Like, you could just see his face go from a smile to just absolute despair without seeing Jefferson or Hamilton. To me, it's just their voice in the background, maybe like Hamilton's legs right above him. Like that camera work at seeing him, but also not seeing them, so it like draws you into, oh, this is his world, and it's falling apart. That is what gets me every time.
Yeah, they used the camera to add even more.
Yeah, they edited it like they had from different performances, and then from stuff where there wasn't an audience, they like cut all that together.
It's becoming that point where
there are just some performances
of mediums at this point.
Yeah, there are just some like moments of storytelling genius that just wouldn't be able to be replicated seeing it live.
You're gonna like Cats in 1998. I'm just gonna say that.
However, seeing it live is, like y'all said, a completely different beast. There's like, it's almost like a charm. Like they casted a spell outside the theater. Like anytime that you go into like a stadium or something, it feels different because you're there. You're seeing it.
It's kind of like, you know, you're now stuck in a bubble because you're put in the really good conditions to just get into the show, and you know, you're not posing the show at some points or something like that. You're not like in your room. No, you're in an actual place for it, and you're like kind of in a bubble with other people being themselves inside of the bubble and enjoying the show with you, and it's kind of a social situation, but not really at the same time, where you communicate with each other by, you know, laughing or, you know, all crying at what's going on.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Musical, like, seeing things in person, like I said, it's just completely different. And, like, you're there.
Yeah.
Like, it causes you to get into it more. But also, I feel like there are just some moments. Also, important thing to mention, no outside food or drinks. So, like, if I wanted to go down to my coffee shop and be like, yeah, no, I want breakfast. And I come back and I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to watch a musical. I could not do that if I was watching it in person. So,
I mean, you
important
can
detail.
Stuff, but
I'm not going to.
Yeah, that is fair, but again, this is becoming more a debate between one medium and another, which is very hard to actually argue that one is objectively superior.
Yeah, it's a bit like saying...
Well, I'm not arguing that one is superior. I'm arguing that one is, I feel like, better at storytelling because of an added mechanic that they can, you know, take advantage of.
The same as saying that one is superior.
Well, yes, but I'm
Nah, it's your personal opinion.
I feel like one... Well, what I'm trying to say is, like, okay, this one, having it pre-recorded, I feel would have more enjoyment for me, because I feel like that can, like, the camera can work me in a certain way. Yes.
That's entirely fair, yeah. Because, in a way, the actual problem with trying to say this medium is better than this medium, and this is just general, not any sort of going for one person in particular anymore. It's a matter of how well one person knows a certain medium. So, like, for example, I can probably interpret a very good story from a tone poem, which would be almost impossible for somebody to understand if they don't have any sort of music training.
But Hayden, if we just agree to disagree, yes, it could stop this from eventually becoming heated. But also, where's the fun in that? It's just kind of boring.
Where is the fun in that?
I like this.
But at the same time, we can also just say that we all have different opinions on what media we enjoy.
I mean, yeah, people can argue, but if it gets too heated, then
absolutely.
Yeah.
If it gets to a certain point, just cut it off right there. But also, like,
if it gets to a certain point, it's just
talking about stuff like this. Talking about stuff like this is, like, you know, it's fun. It's enjoyable.
Well, yeah, no one's here is getting angry. We're just vibing.
Yeah, because in our cases, we both understand, like, oh, okay, yeah. So, like,
it's just
you're right.
Yeah,
also,
we're not getting too upset about it.
We agree.
Personally, I think you're right.
Yeah, that's the thing, because understanding the medium is like the biggest part about working on anything. I've
Yeah.
actually come across this myself in my own work, because like I considered adapting Kuni no Senso into an animated series, but that's really too much of a hassle. And then any other way of adapting Kuni no Senso, as in like, yeah, there's the novel, which is I'm considering it now the source material at this point, because I don't know how well anything else is going to go.
Mhm.
And then the audio
With-
drama is like the only other medium that I could see as being a good way to adapt it.
With B, I know like you guys are all like, oh yeah, no, we'll do this and we'll do this. I wanted to make it an animated series like from the start. I think it would be best if we just stuck with one. So like we're all like, oh yeah, no, what if we did this? And what if we could do this? Or what if we could do this? Like I feel like we don't want to branch out into too many things.
Oh yeah, actually, I was thinking we were only going to do maybe like, like maybe a comic of it because like it's easier to do.
Yeah. Like
We're
I know
so
Owl
far
wanted
in.
I know Owl wanted to do the comic and
fuck? I
I
messed
wanted
up
to
the
make this like an
title.
actual show.
Yeah, the thing is that
Yeah.
like you already know my opinion on that. It's just that the show is like
I
we
messed
see
up
what's
the
happening with
title.
Rabbit Saviors.
It's
Yeah,
really a matter of
I
how
100% get
the
that.
story is structured from the beginning, because like there are certain mediums where certain types of stories just simply do not work. Like, for example,
And
Kuni
then
no
you adapt
Senso could not be adapted meaningfully, as in the entire novel, into say a musical. The best I could say for that is like maybe adapting just the second act of, or like the second volume, because that could actually work very well as its own standalone story.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Like keep the length. Like obviously there's not going to be like, oh yeah, no, I have to squeeze every detail into 2 hours. Like you can't do that. There's not enough time for plot development. The characters will just be one note, bland, just pieces of cardboard cutouts pretty much.
Mm.
But like
And there's
at a certain point it's like, okay, well, what here is important, what here is not. Eventually maybe you could like, trim it all into like I don't know, maybe like 4 hours and then go from there.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
entirely fair. Because I think that's what ended up happening when, Les Miserables happened. Because, like, I know I've shown this, like, so many times, but the book I have for Les Miserables is almost like a perfect square. That's how thick it is. And the fact that somebody was able to whittle all that content down to, like, 2.5, 3 hours is insanely impressive for me, at least.
You know what I find very
and they
insane?
did it really well.
You know what I found really insane is the fact that I'm always, oh no, I'm not gonna read the Miserables, Les Miserables. I'm not gonna read that. It's too long. And then I see the actual word
And I was
count,
like, oh
and I'm
yeah,
like,
definitely.
no, it's that I see the actual word count, and I realize, bro, I read that like every day.
Yeah,
like
Owl,
I
aren't
read
you
that in
French, though?
fanfiction. What's up?
Oh,
Aren't
aren't
you
you
French?
French though?
Yeah.
Isn't Les Miserables about the French Revolution? Isn't it like required by like
It's
international
actually
law?
it's the June Rebellion, actually, is what it's based
Shut
on.
up, Hayden.
yeah, but no, it's like
Sorry to be that guy, but
like we actually read like some little bits of it in like school and stuff, but we
You
never
know, is
actually
it
read the entire thing.
isn't it like required by like international law, or is it like intergalactic law?
I wish though, man.
It's just
No,
like, hey, you have to. Hey, if you're French, you have to watch this, otherwise you get executed.
Okay, to be fair, I did read the entirety of Ernani, which is also a work by Hugo. And
I
it was
don't know what that is.
Victor
Yeah, well-
Hugo, who
yeah,
also
like
did the
Victor
Hunchback
Hugo.
of Notre. Well,
he did Les
original is
Miserables,
just Notre Dame de Paris. Yeah.
Hugo.
and he also did Les Miserables. So I would
Les
say,
Miserables.
so yeah, I would say that it's good. I still pass as French.
He's a good author.
Yeah, I did read one of his poems, like when I was actually in elementary school and stuff. I think it was his, like it was about like how he was extremely sad because some people he knew that were from family and stuff actually drowned. I'm pretty sure that was it. I hope I'm not confunding with like any other author. But yeah, after all, like those memories are like very, very like it's from very long ago, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was like 6 or 7 or something. Au matin de l'aube. I'm going to that's the title. Au matin de l'aube. So
Lobber?
during the morning, at dawn.
Oh,
Oh.
I do actually, while we're still on musicals, I do actually want to mention, Owl, me and you have been talking quite a bit, right?
Demain de l'aube. Tomorrow at dawn.
Owl?
Quoi?
Tomorrow
You
dawn.
and I have been,
Oh,
Owl, you turned on your French switch.
Yeah.
No, I was just reading. To check if
Why'd you
the
reply to
title was-
I mean,
Christy
you
with
said
qua?
qua, yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
So,
whatever.
but like, Owl, me and you have been talking quite a bit in DMs, right?
sure,
How many I know I've pitched more than one. How many musical ideas have I given you?
Wait, what did it? Oh yeah, like 2 or 3.
Okay. So, right, because I remember the first one and the last one that I sent you, but I know I sent you another one and I don't remember what it is. So, the first one was basically the guy who doesn't like musicals, except the plot doesn't revolve around it being a musical. Excuse me, and that's
The
how
guy who
Al
doesn't like
recommended the
straight.
guy who. That's how. Well,
Wait, I
no,
got it.
no. The. It's like think of like an RPG where like the stakes are, oh hey, the world is about to end. Like if I took Fire Emblem Awakening, made it into a musical, but then like the entire time like they're trying to fight Grima, but also Robin doesn't know why everyone keeps singing. And every time that he tries to ask them why they're singing, they all ignore him and they don't break character.
Yep,
So
and that's where I
it's
recommended it. Yeah.
For a second,
it's
I was
addressed but
thinking.
never explained.
And they're having like this emotional scene with like meeting their children, you know, and then they just start singing, and Ron's like, no, not now, what the fuck?
Lucina,
so-
my child.
Yeah, somehow that
Crom,
led
why
to
are
me
you singing again?
thinking about
Crop, stop, please.
Crom, please.
You're scaring me.
somehow this led to me thinking of the idea of the guy who doesn't like straight plays, where it's like it's basically the inverse of the guy who didn't like musicals, where everybody's singing, it's entirely sung through, and then gradually people just start talking. Ugh, speech. Ew.
Why are you talking to me? That's a
Ah!
normal thing. Why? The last one that I suggested a few days ago, like 3, was a guy who really wants to be in a musical but isn't. So the plot is he's a really, really bad actor. He's not good at playing characters, but he's not a bad singer. So he just goes about his normal day trying to get people to sing along like it's a musical because he keeps auditioning, but he's not good enough to get in the musicals himself. So like he'll go around his normal day, like he'll be at the coffee shop, he'll like hop up on a table and just start like belting out notes. People will just stare at him all confused. Like maybe he'll get kicked out, I don't know.
That's just
He'll
me
be-
every day.
He'll be walking down the street, seeing someone jog, and he'll like
Walking down the street
finger
tonight,
guns.
feel that heavy beat,
Like-
and it just begins to sing like that. And that's just me, you know. When I go outside, bro, that's all. That's just me.
But like the person who's jogging would be like probably singing a different song. Or like if we want to start it off with like an audition scene where like he's auditioning for the musical and someone else's and that person got the part and that's the person who's jogging.
Oh no.
And like the scene wouldn't be extended, it would just be like a really neat thing where it's just like you're the one who stole my part, but like they don't care so they just keep going. It's like really play up how like insignificant this person is, and then gradually have him start to not lose it, but like he would like start like singing more and more until eventually like it can either be a happy ending or he can go absolutely nuts.
Mm-hmm.
I'd imagine that at a certain point he just doesn't stop singing ever, and then eventually the show just
That will
ends
cause
with
his
him being
downfall.
locked away because his singing for literally 24 hours a day is driving everyone batshit insane.
It's the it is oh god, what was I gonna say?
By the way, Gracie, I just sent you something. Tell me if it's good.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, do you want me to send you the file?
Yes please.
Okay. Walking down the street, I can hear that heavy.
While we're talking about it, um since you know you DM me it, I commissioned Owl for some emotes. Here
Yay!
they are. They're in the chat, and God, they're so good.
Thanks. I really like it. I like him.
Winston, my beloved. Um,
Winston.
Winston is my trans boy fire genasi. And here's the one that Owl just sent me. Mimic by Pride emote.
Yeah.
God, I love it.
Thanks. That's the first time I ever draw a mimic, actually.
Nice.
So I tried to stick to one of the designs I found from one of the official books, and they were like, "Yeah, boom, let's
So
go."
seeing as the mimic
What
and
about
like
multi-side the chest? Perception, investigation, initiative. What? What?
seeing as the chest in the mimic in Frosty's drawing is different from this one, I just imagine it can just change color. It just does.
Actually, I did actually
It's
have an
the other
explanation
mimic.
for that one.
Right.
I actually had an explanation for Yaltal's mimic being different colors. Yaltal painted it.
Ah.
Yay, paint. Painty. Paint for her colors.
Yeah,
Let's hope it's not toxic.
that was my explanation. Like, because the first session, I had asked you like, hey, can I like paint the mimic?
Oh, you did?
Aww.
So I think
I
might have
remember
just
you
said,
asking about like
I
painting
might
the
have
mark
asked
on
if I
it
could.
or something.
Oh no, I never wanted to paint the mark on it. I wanted to paint it Yaltal's colors.
Ah.
Aww. Cute. Man.
Yeah, no. So that was my explanation. So like I told Frosty that, and I was just like, yeah, no, like she painted the mimic. Like if you want to do anything with that, because like it was either going to be like, okay, so the mimic is going to be like really like well colored, like exactly how I imagine, or there are going to be like little like areas where like in between the metal and the wood where she just didn't quite get it. So like there's still a little bit of brown there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with all the commissions that I got recently. They're all really good.
Mm-hmm.
Frobber, I hope that Frobber is getting like better rates because man, Frobber, that was a really
She's
good
slowly
investment.
increasing, I think.
This one went from I think it would have been 27 and it was actually 32. So
There, that's better. Frobber,
yeah, I know.
that's great. Good.
I'm still not over someone complaining about Yaltal's knees.
The knee.
She's a
I think honestly, my theory is that they were talking about the knees of the horse.
That's what I said, but no, they were talking about Yaltal's. The full thing.
Yotol.
The full thing said elbows and knees. So I'm pretty sure they were talking about her elbows, but just added in knees because of similar.
Mm-hmm.
But
They
also,
don't have knees.
Yaltal's knees.
It's just
Yeah,
snake
they kinda
legs.
don't
They
even
don't have
snake
knees.
legs.
She's a snake. She's a snake woman.
Oh, my throat.
I was talking about Yao Tal's elbows and the horses in these, because like
Yeah, I really
I'm
do
trying to
think
justify something so absolutely absurd.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'll be like head, shoulders, existential crisis.
And oh wait, I
Yeah.
was about to say and toes, and then I'm like, oh yeah, she doesn't have
No
those
toes.
either, unless
No
unless
knees,
the
no
left foot
toes.
counts. But
thank God she doesn't imagine a snake and then some toes.
Oh
like-
my god,
It's like
Still not-
it's like one of the
Okay.
snakes that make they have a thing at the end of their tail that makes noise.
I'm
You
raising
know.
my hand.
Yes, but
Teacher,
no, not
Shadow.
toes. No, don't. No. Go away.
Teacher.
Yeah, no,
have a
God,
question.
I have so much Yuan-Ti lore. So remember how I was like, yeah, no, what if there was like a different empire in like every different plane? So like for the elemental planes, there would be like one in the elemental plane of fire, one on the material plane, which is where Yalto comes from. And like that's kind of like how I'm pushing it into like there's one in the Underdark as well, and that's kind of how I'm gonna push it to be.
Mm.
In B.
Yeah, because I'm playing a Yuan-Ti.
Yeah, true.
What if the ones from the fire plane were rattlesnakes?
With toes?
No.
No, with a rattle.
Stop.
Yeah, instead of the rattle, it's toes.
No.
Look,
That's
there's only
out.
That was rude.
Owl. Look, there's only so hot that we can make a Yuan-Ti. All right.
All right. With that, God, I'm gonna do a ditto here.
Yeah.
Oh my
You
God.
somehow made it like
I've been joking, but also I could have
times
been joking.
2 on what Owl did. Because like you took a cursed concept and then you had the audacity to call it he who.
Yeah. What are you gonna do about it?
I already did about it.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
What you
Oh,
gonna
I'll
do?
tell you what I'm gonna do.
Shame me live?
We're almost at the end of the Hopcast.
Yeah, and I
Actually,
didn't
I'm
even.
pretty sure we're over time actually.
We did risk the
Yeah.
I
end,
mean,
yeah.
it's not. I mean, it kind of considered overtime. I don't know.
3-hour Hopcast again.
No, but I didn't even get to
What
tell
are we
my
gonna
tale
do,
of
PT tonight?
donating blood. Because you
Yeah,
all were
you're
so
right.
busy about talking about musicals.
You're
LaMail.
right. By the
I
way.
plan on donating blood.
I'm fine.
plan on-
Recovering.
Actually, no, I shouldn't say that out loud.
Oh gosh.
I
Say it
mean,
out loud.
so the summary of that story, I almost passed out. I was on some sort of scale of the coma thingy,
Oh,
like unresponsive for like 5 seconds. They were
Level
very worried.
exhaustion.
Like I was totally fine until the very end, when I was getting woozy and queasy, and my hearing like all was a bit damp. And then they asked me how I was doing, and at some point in it, and I just thought, well, how do I don't know how to describe this, so I didn't respond. And that was probably when they were like, "Oh, she's unresponsive. Oh no." But yeah,
Oh, fucking
then
gosh, you fucking
I was
dang.
lying there for like just half an hour recovering. It was like totally
Okay.
fine, but this freaking IV was so slow. But yeah, when I went to, I was generally fine. I was taking it easy, was playing games with y'all, and then I went to make food, and that just completely crashed my system because I had to sit down for a bit, and then I asked my mom to help me with the cooking, like to take over. And then I still stayed in the kitchen, and then it just collapsed again, and then I had to throw up actually for the first time in like 7 years.
yeah, that's a yikes.
But yeah,
Ow.
goddamn it,
Oh,
drip,
man.
yeah.
Drip.
Double drip.
Well,
Oh, you know what? Actually, no.
I mean, I've
I,
never
like,
tasted water
partially
so
lied.
good.
I actually partially lied. I have actually watched Newsies before Twisted. Granted, I did not pay attention to it at all,
I did watch
but I
it,
still technically
and
watched it. And you know what? That one is actually below Trail to Oregon.
yeah, that's the case. Yeah,
We're just not going to talk about that one.
It's not terrible. Honestly, I put
It's
it in the
not.
good
It's
category.
not bad, but also I hated it.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, it's not bad. It's just that oh my god, the ending is too happy-go-lucky. It's
Yeah,
the
it's
ultimate
just like
happy ending.
I
it took away
remember nothing.
bittersweet, which would have made it one of the most impact. It would have made it an actual good, impactful ending. But then they were like, you know what? Let's have
Everything
it to
is
where this
resolved.
character's entire motivation is just forgotten about.
Yep, no
I
As in,
Santa
like,
Fe for you.
yeah, okay, so this character wants to go
I'm
to Santa
going
Fe because
to.
his family's there. Well, no, he likes his friends in New York more. Even though he literally has a ride with the fucking president to Santa Fe.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that like I don't remember anything from it. So I don't know to say if it counts or not.
I would say just that
Like
the
I
songs the songs are not very. I mean, I remember Watch What Happens. I remember Santa Fe, and I remember
you know
that's all.
again like I when I quote watched it, I didn't really pay attention to it because I'm pretty sure I was actually using that class period to just practice saxophone. So
Time to seize the day. Now is the time to seize the day.
yeah, no,
Right.
there are a few that I've like been meaning to watch. Waitress, I didn't know that She Used to Be Mine was about a pregnancy until like I saw the comments on the Anaponsu cover. I thought it was just about depression.
This is like
No,
almost the
apparently
Which
not.
opposite
like
of the
So
like
now you're just like,
of that one song that Owl thought was like just about like failing to get into the business, and it was actually about suicide.
Yeah, it was Broadway Here I
I
Come from Smash.
Ah, yeah.
Bro,
I remember
oh man.
I remember I think it was either Nebel or it was either Nebel or Frosty. One of you guys was like, "Yeah, no, it doesn't matter how you interpret a song as long as like if you interpret it that way, then it's the right way."
Yeah.
So like as soon as I
Only
realized,
Frosty.
oh wait, that's not at all the context, I was like, okay, yeah, so that's like I'm still fine, right?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
still like you can always like take the
Yeah.
one where you didn't have any context. I mean, that's how I interpreted like Broadway Here I Come is that I I didn't have any context for it and thus I thought that this song was actually because okay, my only context for it was from an album. Uh it was yeah, I saw a cover of it in an album that Joe Iconis did with his friend George Salazar and it was at around the moment where Be More Chill was put on Broadway. So I was like, oh, their first song in the album, it's called Broadway Here I Come. So it's the whole thing with the, being nervous but actually stepping up onto the big stage and getting a place in there. No. So that's one way to interpret it, and that's how I interpreted it for like a really long time, and I found it very motivational. And then actually, yeah, one of the ways to interpret it is as suicide, and actually that's the context of Smash. In Smash, it's actually used
I
because of suicide.
I think it's great when like it's fun to see like okay, what's the interpretation of this? For example, the cover of Running Up That Hill by the Placebos. I
Mhm.
interpreted it as like it could be depression, a struggle, survivor's guilt. Um, but in actuality, I'm pretty sure it's just about partners switching positions during sex, is what the original was about. So I'm like,
Damn.
oh, okay, good to know. Um, but then also like there are some songs where it's like you don't have to know the context, but like you can hear it, like
Mhm.
A Lovely Night. Like it's I haven't seen La La Land, but I think it's pretty obvious. Like the song is referring to like, yeah, no, I don't love you. Yeah, no, well, I don't love you either. and then it's like they do actually.
Oh,
Mhm.
I haven't watched it
Um,
either. I need to watch it.
I
Um,
want to say it was confirmed by the Amarichu animatic between her and Didus, and now they're together. So
Oh,
that's
that
nice.
thing. Wait.
mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. It's just I just that's the reason why I liked literature class when I was in high school. And that's probably the reason I also went with literature specialty. It's because I like analyzing texts and I like finding, interpretations for it and interpreting it in very different ways. Uh though yeah,
Even visuals for me, because like any time I can find some sort of unique interpretation of something, it just light goes off in my head, and I'm like, yes.
yeah, totally.
One thing that I do like to do if I actually try to analyze something, though, is to make sure that I'm well learned on it, but I provide my own ideas to a work as
Oh
well.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to do an analysis of Neon Genesis Evangelion, or End of Evangelion to be more specific, because
Everything has been said.
all of my understanding of that is based on watching it firsthand and what other people said. Meanwhile,
Mm.
something like 2001: A Space Odyssey, one idea that I've provided that nobody has seemed to bring up elsewhere is that the opening shot of the film, as in just a slow panning up from the Earth to slowly reveal the sun, like on the other side of it, as like coming out of an eclipse almost.
I am hoping it's not a reference to the Lion
My
King that you say,
interpretation
because I'm going to kill you.
is that this scene is essentially the exact same as the ending scene of the movie,
Okay,
just
okay.
from the Star Child's perspective.
Alright.
And
Which
I
is
think that
actually
idea is really
which the ending scene is actually a reference to Lion King.
Oh my god, please stop, I'm going to cry.
I don't
I'm
know what
actually
movie
trying
we're
to be
talking
serious.
about.
2001: A Space Odyssey. It was made in the 1960s, Grace. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Whenever.
I don't know
She
anything
was
about the movie.
She was bouncing off of the joke I made. Don't worry, Hayden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever we had to
Making
analyze stuff in
sure.
school, I could not. It was bad. I could not. analyzing stuff in school is bad.
Bro,
I do
was
not
literally-
enjoy.
I was in
Why-
literature.
Why are the curtains
special-
blue?
So I was literally analyzing everything. I had English literature where I was analyzing English texts. I had French literature where I was analyzing French texts. I had normal literature class where I just analyzed also French texts, but don't say that. And
I
also,
absolutely love those three options. By the way, you're either English, French, or normal.
which is also French. And
Wait, I'm normal?
well, no, because you don't speak French.
French are normal? What?
Well, it's
There
are two
English,
types-
French,
there are
or
two types-
normal.
There are two types of French people: normal people and French people.
Also, no. It's French people or French people who can speak any other language other than their own.
Also, okay,
That's
I
what I
need to
said.
ask, can we end the Hopcast right now, or can I go real quick and
Yeah, sure.
live
That's
running?
fine. Let's
Sure,
video
we
off.
can.
Alright. Sorry to break things off, but things I need to take care of.
Makes sense.
So wait, okay, so I'm pretty sure so today, because we were talking about musicals, we're not gonna hippity hop out of here. We're just gonna hip hop out of here.
We're hip hopping and hippity hopping out of here. We're doing everything all at
that was-
once. So
I'm
yeah.
proud of that. Shut up, Owl.
Yeah,
That was-
well, actually,
Grace, yeah, you're gonna throw out your back reaching that
Man-
hard.
man, I really want to also.
Hey,
Man,
that was good.
that's when I realized that I did not have the time to actually tell this revelation
it?
that I had about Cindy Cinderella. Fuck, no.
Well,
Good.
good.
I'm
Yeah,
happy
no,
not to have anyone else in the
good.
call today.
It was the thing I told you, Grace. Yeah. No, I'm
I don't
sad.
remember what you told me.
Fuck.
Anyways, yeah, bye.
I'll tell it next one.
Next time, when I'm back from a camping
Bye.
trip that I've been planning for a
Hell
while.
yeah.
It's gonna be great. Just for
Ugh.
me and myself and I. So yeah, bye bye.
Aw.
See ya.
Bye.